I made a video not long ago showcasing a custom enchantment that I made called lavawalking. Basically, it was an enchantment for some boots. If you put them on, you could crouch over lava, and it kind of worked like frostwalking, but for lava. Today I'm going to show you how the enchantment works in terms of command blocks and how you can do it yourself. It's very simple. It only needs 3 command blocks and 1 scoreboard. So this is how we want it to work. So if I try and walk onto this lava now, I'll just fall straight in. If I instead crouch onto the lava, then that lets me walk on top of it, and I don't have to crouch when I'm on top of it just to get onto it. Now I can like run around on the lava as much as I want to, and then as soon as I get off the lava, you'll see that the levitation effect is taken off as well. So the way we're doing this with the levitation effect is with the Levitation 255, which basically stops you from going up or down. Levitation basically has 3 effects. If you use any strength of levitation up to 127, you'll go up. Anything above 128, you'll go down. And 255 will just keep you on a level until you get hit. The reason we use the crouching is because if you don't, you'll probably fall in. Because it's better to do it slowly. If we were to get rid of the crouching system, then most of the time, while you were trying to do this, you'd go too fast for the system and you just fall straight into the lava, which we don't want. So it's good to make you have to crouch to get onto it. It also balances it a little bit, I think, which is also good. And the one thing that I don't have in play at the moment is that as soon as you come off the lava, it will take away the levitation effect, because it's kind of annoying floating around for a while afterwards. Because if you look at this, I can just like fly over the side there. But yeah, so let's get started. Let's start with the scoreboard. This is a simple command. All you've got to do is /scoreboard, objectives, add, then the name of the scoreboard, which we're going to call lavasneak with a capital S, and then the criteria. The criteria in Minecraft are very strangely formatted, but it makes sense. It's fine. So minecraft.custom : minecraft.sneaktime. And there you go. Now we have an objective called lavasneak that will measure if someone's crouching, basically. If I set the display for the scoreboard to the sidebar, you'll see that on the side there it says lavasneak, then my username, and if I crouch, then it'll go up. If I stop crouching, then it stops going up. If I crouch again, it starts going up again, you see? So we don't care about the score if it's not next to lava. Like this score 96 that I have now, I've just gotten from crouching around like outside and away from the lava. What we care about is the crouching score when you're next to the lava. When you crouch over lava, the block that's underneath you now is the lava, not the block that you're standing on, right? So if we make it so that whenever you're not standing above lava, then your score goes back to 0, then the only time it'll affect anything is when you're standing over the lava. That might sound a bit weird, but it works, and that's what matters in the end, really. So yeah, it does make sense. So the first command block is this command. So we have execute as all players at those players, unless the block minus 0.3 blocks underneath them is lava. So basically this is checking every player to see if the block underneath them is lava or not. If the block isn't lava, it'll run this command. If the block is lava, then it won't run this command. And what this command is setting that player's score on our scoreboard here to 0 again, so it resets the score. So if I activate this command block, so put it on always active, you'll see that my score now is 0. If I try to crouch, it goes to 1 and it stays at 1. It doesn't go any higher. If I stop crouching, it goes back down to 0. If, though, I crouch over the lava, it stops resetting and it just goes up. So that's very useful. And that's very simple. Basically, just reset the score when you're not above lava and let the score rise when you are above lava. Now, how do we use this is the question. How do we use this score? So that's where the next command comes into play. So this is the second command block, and with this one we're going to give the player the levitation effect. So at the moment I've got the particles shown, so we can actually see that it is giving us the effect. But what we're doing here is we're executing as all players who have at least 1 as their score on the scoreboard. So that makes sure that they are actually crouching. So at least 1 on their score, one on the sneak scoreboard, and then we're executing the command at that player, but only executing it if the block I should change that to 0.3 really. If the block 0.3 blocks underneath them is lava, then it runs the effect runs the command to give them the levitation effect. So two things we're checking: their score and if the block underneath them is lava. So at the moment, as you can see, I've got a score of 1, so this would trigger if the block underneath me was lava, but it's not lava, so it doesn't trigger. Obviously, I should have changed this to always, but as you can see, that doesn't really change anything at the moment. So this is active now. If I crouch over the lava now, then you see it gives me the levitation effect. To get rid of the bubbles, we just put true at the end of this command, and then boom, you can't actually tell that I've got the effect. But it looks like I'm walking over the lava, which is cool. So the last bit is to get rid of the effect as soon as we step off the lava. So if, at the moment, when we step off the lava, we keep gliding for a while and then walk normally. But we would just want to make it so that as soon as we come off the lava, we walk normally again. To do this, all we've got to do is make a command block and type in it /execute at all players, and then as all players, and then at those players. If the block, unless the block, yep, that's the right. So unless the block underneath them, so that's squiggly line, minus 0.3, and then another squiggly line, is lava, to run the command effect, clear at S, so that's the player themselves, and then levitation. So that'll clear the effect from anybody who isn't standing over lava. So if I walk over the lava now, and then, oh, there we go. And you might not be able to tell, but it's quite clear when you're actually controlling the player that your controls are quite like light, as in like they glide. But yeah, there you go. So that's the basics. The next step is to make it so that it's applying to an item. So if you want to make this into an enchantment, obviously you don't want all the players in the world to have it like it is now, because if there was another player in my world at the moment, it wouldn't just affect me, it would affect them as well. Basically, to do that, we just need to add a selector to all of the commands. Since the scoreboard doesn't affect anybody unless the other two command blocks are affecting them as well, we don't need to add the... Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one there. We don't need to add the selector to this command block, because this one doesn't really affect anybody who isn't wearing the boots. We do, however, need to add it to this one and this one. So the select that we're going to use uses MBT tags, so I'm just going to use the /data command to get the data that we need, because I don't actually remember all the formatting. So it's at a with NBT equals squiggly brackets inventory colon square brackets, and then in the square brackets we have the item on the list, which is, where are we? There we go. Okay, inventory slot 100B, and then the ID doesn't matter, the count doesn't matter, but the tag matters. So then we put a comma, tag, colon, 2 squiggly brackets, and then our custom tag, which in this case can just be lavawalk, and then set that to a value of 1. So that will be, this will be our selector basically. So if we copy that and plop it in here. So at the moment this command is affecting everyone, as you can see here, at A. What we want to do though is put this selector in, and it's not working because I forgot to put slot here. So if I put slot there we go, it should work. Now it's checking for all players with the item in that slot with that tag on it. That's good, we can make boots with that tag on it. And then if we go in this command block and do the same, so it's executing as all players at the moment, but if we want all players with only that item, and I need to put slot in there as well, then that should work. Now obviously if I walk over it, it still works for some reason. Oh, right, because I've got the boots on apparently. No. Because I put it in the wrong command block. Okay, right. So this one should still be at A. I'm gonna leave that one as it is. Don't worry, this is all confusing, but I'll put the commands in the description so you can actually just copy paste them afterwards. Right, so as at a score, so that's checking if it's got the scores. So if we just paste the selector in there, that doesn't work at the moment, but if we get rid of that bit, go like this, and then go slot, there we go, now it should work. So I can't walk over the thing anymore, there we go, because I don't have the special boots on. So to get the special boots, what we do is we do /give at p. I'm just going to use iron boots because they're easy. Iron boots, squiggly brackets, and in the squiggly brackets we put lavawalk and set it to a value of 1. Now we have these special boots, and if I walk on the lava now, there you go, it works. If you want to make it look more like an enchantment, you can check out my video on custom enchantments that I made I think it was probably like 2 months ago now, don't know, doesn't matter. But you can check that video out, because then that makes it kind of look more like a custom enchantment. But yeah, there you go, that's how you walk on lava in Minecraft, or make a lava walking enchantment, I guess. It's pretty nifty, pretty fun. Have a good day, and thank you for watching.